2014 Nissan MAXIMA battery replacement. So what you want to do is pop your hood, come over here. This battery hold down has to come off. There's a little hold down part that comes off. It's just two 10mm nuts. It's not that big deal. I would get yourself a 10mm deep socket, and we're going to go ahead and remove this one. This is actually a bolt here, and then put that somewhere safe, and then we'll get this 10mm nut off. Go ahead and get this off. Remove this little L piece, put it to the side. Save all these pieces because we're going to reuse them, put them back on. Then we're going to get the hold down off. Just get this 10mm here and this 10mm here. Those are just the those nuts. We'll get these off. That didn't sound right. Remove this piece right here. It's a little corroded. Yours might be a little corroded. I'll show you how to deal with that. These little poles, they'll stay in place. They should, because I think on this car they have, like, on the bottom they're secured. So we just gotta get our terminal clamps off. It's a 10mm. Go ahead and loosen the negative first. Always first. That's what my dad taught me. No, I'm just kidding, I don't have a dad. And then we'll get this positive one off. Also a 10mm. You don't got to get these completely off. You just loosen them up. In fact, I recommend not taking that nut all the way off. Just loosen it, and then you can wiggle these off. Sometimes they're stubborn. Sometimes they're corroded. But they should be fine. What I do is I cover at least the negative with like a cloth or something so it doesn't arc on the frame. Go ahead and lift this up. Sometimes these batteries have handles. You could switch a handle over to a new battery if your old one has it. But I just went ahead and removed this. Once the battery's out, you see these poles, they should be staying in place. If they don't, you might need to put them back in. Usually these hold downs get kind of messed up. I take a wire brush to them and then I paint them. Or just, you could use like a tool like this spin brush to just kind of clean it off. And once you spray paint it, it'll kind of prevent it from rusting over time. You don't have to do this. This is totally optional, but I just kind of like to keep these neat so they don't corrode and get corrosion on the battery. All right. So here's my new battery. It's from Toyota, but it's the same exact battery. Match your terminals up, making sure the batteries are physically the same size. Like I said before, if your old battery has a handle, you can switch it to your new handle. This is a 525 CCA. I'm going to put this new battery in the car. Now that it's in the car, we're going to attach the terminals first, positive first. So go ahead and take these cap protectant covers off, and then we'll put these clamps on. Try to push this clamp down as far down as you can. That way it gets a good grab on it, and then we'll tighten the 10mm nut. It doesn't need to be mega tight. Just get it snug to where this clamp won't move if you're trying to turn it by your hand. Now I can take my negative clamp back out and then attach it. It goes last. If you have some kind of aftermarket alarm, your alarm might go off, so just be ready with your key. All right, go ahead and put this on, and then same thing, just try to get it down as far as I can. Tighten it down, make sure it's snug. Now after that, we're just going to put our hold down back on. Get your little pull studs out. Grab my newly painted hold down. And then we'll just put this on. It should line up pretty easy. Go ahead and put your 10mm nuts on here. What I do is I put them all on kind of loose, and then once they're all on, I'll tighten them all down. Go ahead and take this L piece, get it lined up. It kind of has an adjustable slots, so it shouldn't be too hard to secure the bolts. Like I said, I get them all like hand tight, and then once they're all connected, that's when I'll tighten them all down. You don't want to tighten your battery hold down super tight because you could warp the battery and make it have a premature failure. So get these tight like that. Get this secured, and then I'm also going to show you how to reinitialize your power windows after your battery's in. But that's how you get your battery done. And we'll go ahead and get this cap on. I forgot to mention this cap, you can kind of just pull it off, and then when you put it back on, it should just kind of snap into place unless it was broken or damaged or anything. So let's go ahead and move to the power windows. All right, so if your Maxima has power windows or automatic windows, I mean, you're gonna need to reinitialize these. What you do is you roll the window all the way down and hold it for 5 seconds. So, and then you're gonna go up, and then when it's up, you're just gonna keep it held up for 5 seconds. You should do that for every window that has the automatic feature, and then your automatic window should be reinitialized. That's just a way to tell the computer like where the top and the bottom of the windshield or window is.